here and do a quick Q&A. Titans is winning right now. Yeah, we're winning right now. The Titans is winning. So 21. So I think 17 versus the Colts. Yeah, we came back. Yeah, we came back, and we're probably going to win it. Well, we're in the lead right now, so hopefully the Titans can do it. I don't know what's going on with everybody else football game. I just know what's going on here with the Titans. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. I follow the Titans. I don't know who everybody else follows. So right now we're winning. The Titans is winning right now. That's all that matters. How y'all doing today? We're gonna do a little quick Q&A. Decide to hit the live button, see what y'all doing on this Halloween Sunday. Somebody said go Rams. Is the Rams winning or they losing? Who are they playing? Who are they playing? Y'all grilling today. What's up with the food? Who got the food? Who's got the food? What's some good sandbox companies? That's a good question. When you find one, let us know. When you find a good sandbox company, let us know, because I have no idea. I know good pneumatic companies. I don't know sandbox. Thinking about coming to the oil field, who do you recommend? It's my number one question. Cowboys. What the Cowboys record looking like? What ELD are you using right now? I haven't ran ELDs. Probably what? I ain't ran ELDs in probably like 4 5 months. So there's none right now. I run timesheets. Is North Dakota oil fields good to go to right now? I never been to North Dakota. I have no idea. Good to see you, boss. How is everything going this afternoon? Hey, just another day of living. What tires I need out there in the oil field? Whatever tires got 100 psi on them. Whatever tires you can put 100 psi up in there, that's the tire you need. Halliburton is a good example company. Yeah, hey, Halliburton do sandbox. It's just if you go with Halliburton, y'all know, hey, you gotta get out there start asking other drivers questions, or you gonna be hating the oil field. You know, you're gonna be hating the oil field. Just make sure when you get to the oil field, make sure you asking questions in the fuel island. Because if you don't ask no questions, you're gonna be thinking that ain't nobody making no money in the oil field. Is the money pulling chemical tankers worth it? Hell no, it ain't worth it. Absolutely not. With what carrier? I'm gonna say hell no. It don't matter which one you go with. If you what they talking about 65%? If they talking about 65%, hell no. It's not gonna be worth it. If you talking about pulling a bomb, because I already did it before. Hennef, no, it's not worth it at all. Hennef, QC, or Supreme, all that. It's only worth it is it's only worth it if you own a truck and you want to be home a lot. So when I was doing it, I was home a lot, like almost 4 days out of the week. So it could be worth it like that if you want to make like $2,000 to $3,000 a week and just be home, like you just going out and back, out and back, out and back. Uh, Hey, that's in my whole career, that's the longest thing I did, which was hazmat with QC. So, I did it for about a year and 2 months. So, I mean, the reason I was able to stick to it, it wasn't because of the pay. I wasn't doing it for the pay. It was basically because I could have a life again. Go, come 4 hours back, work like days later. Would you move to Texas? It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Um, I did think about it. I thought about getting a house somewhere in South Texas, but I'm not sure yet. Hazmat going downhill. Yeah, it's not that it's going down. It's just that it's really the only money you're gonna really see hauling any type of hazmat is if you got your own truck trailer authority and you just go directly to the customer. Because if you hauling for a carrier and they just give you 65%, and it's not 65% of 100% either. It's like 65% of whatever number they decide to come up with. It really is what it is. So If they say a load, like for example, we had a load going from it was going from Memphis to Atlanta, Georgia, for like $1,200 round trip. You had to do the whole thing round trip because that's just the way it was. It was $1,200, and you only got 65% of that. How do you plan to make any money? So you get 65% of $1,200, which is like $600, and then you gotta put like what $200-300 in the tank. You left with $100, and you trying to figure out how is QC making a profit off it. Real simple. They making a profit because the load probably paid them $8,000. They just giving it to you for 12, and then they just taking 65% off of it. So it's not 65% of 100%. What do you think about No Bull Logistics? I looked into them. I didn't have a problem with it. The only problem I had with it is their insurance is too high. They wanted what they do said $325 a week. So that's way too high for me to pay. 3, 6, 9, 12, 1,300 a month. My authority is cheaper, so this is way too high. But for somebody that just got a truck, yeah, you can go over there. I think the dude told me they don't even hold on pay. I think whatever you do, like Monday through Sunday, I guess they pay you on their first Monday. I guess it's like no hold on pay or nothing like that. But yeah, that's what turned me away before I decided to look into this authority thing. What's up? What's up? What happened to you going to do something else and putting a drive in now? That's a good question. I don't know what happened to it. I bought a used Freightliner to do RV transport. RV transport. I don't know anything about RV transport. It's working out pretty damn good when you don't have a truck payment. RV transport. I never seen that done with a semi truck. Most of the RV transports I be seeing be done with a pickup truck. What are you expecting the rates to be if oil tops 100 a barrel? Uh, I think they'll be the same. The rates only go up for the suit and tie guys. You mean it ain't gonna go up for the drivers? What's the best type of truck to get with 10K down? I can't get no advice for that. I can't tell you I spend 10K now. Whatever truck your mechanic can work on, I guess. What's up with the Mack truck and the trailer? They still sitting up against the fence? What the C word looking like? It's looking like one of them didn't crash. It looks like the safe EM. That didn't crash. Yeah, that didn't crash. Yeah, that thing went all the way to the bottom. And the S one, oh, it's up, but it may end up doing U-turn like the safe EM did and coming straight down to the bottom. So you never know. You never know. Usually by the time we hear about it, it's already too late. That's the way I see it. There's no money in the RV game. No money in the RV game. Yeah, I always thought it was for people with pickup trucks. I never seen people with semi trucks do it. You're paying 100 a barrel to OPEC, not the locals. Their fuel output has interstate the same or dropped. I mean, the rates went up. I think the rates went up when oil went past like $55. The rates went up to where they are now. It's up to like $84. I don't see the rates going up at all. I mean, if you want the rates to go up, my suggestion would be to cut your deductions. That's what I did. So get rid of the truck payment, the trailer payment, all the deductions. You gotta get rid of all that stuff. That's what I did. I'm even trying to get rid of the insurance too. That's why I'm getting my own authority. Like the company I'm with now, if y'all read my settlement, I pay 200 and about 270 a week. That's how much my insurance is. That comes out to like 14,000 for the year. My authority only costs 9,000, so you know it's just a no brainer. I can pay the carrier. I can pay the carrier I'm with 14,000, and I gotta stay with them for a whole year. I mean, I can quit and switch carriers, or I could just get my own carrier for $9,000, and I can go wherever I want. So, do you think it's money in driving in Texas? I have no idea. Will you return to Colombia? Probably. Yeah, it's possible in the future. Yeah. I would say a different part though. If you had 50K cash to spend on starting a trucking company, I think that's too much money. Yeah, that's too much money. Yeah, but let me finish. How would you put the money to work if you're starting a day? I do the same thing I just did. Yeah, I buy a cheap ass truck and a cheap ass trailer, and keep the rest. Yeah, that's what I would do. Or like my mentor would have told you, if you got 50,000 cash, you need to go put that down on the house. That's what my mentor would have told you. Either one of those would work though. JPTV, if you own your truck and trailer, it's worth it. Oh yeah, always. Anytime you got the title to the truck and trailer, it's worth it. Now on November the 5th, Andrew will be completely out the rat race on November the 5th. Now what's today? Today is October 31st. I checked the plane tickets for the day. Yeah, it's Halloween. Yeah, Andrew ain't flying out today. It's Halloween, man. I checked the plane tickets. They want $1,000 just to go to Texas. No, I'm good, buddy. I'm good. I'm good, buddy. I don't even get charged anything for not like if I don't work a whole week in my carrier, they don't charge me no deductions. Which my only deduction is insurance anyway, which is cheap, 270. But since I didn't work a whole week, I don't get charged nothing. So I'm in no rush whatsoever to get back to work. I'm just slowly taking my time because on November 5th, which is Friday, I am officially out of the rat race on November 5th. Just wait, I can't wait. I may not leave here to Wednesday. Yeah, man, on November the 5th. Mm-hmm. The weather out here feels good. Is that where you at? I can show the company website. It will show you all that you need. That you need for what? Oh, you talking about for the RV transport? They have the trailers for it. You can pull up to 4 of the smaller units. You got your own authority with that RV transport? Because anytime you got your own authority, you pull them directly, it's going to always be worth it. Who has the best lease program in the oil fields? Who's got the best lease program in the oil? That's a good question, man. That's a good question. Well, it's a couple of people, man. You got Amerifield. Amerifield, they was like VL trucking. Yeah, they was just like VL truck. Hey, Lisa Truck. Who remembers Amerifield in the oil field, boy? Everybody and their mama was over there to Lisa Truck and Amerifield, and then I don't know what happened. They was making $5,000 a week. That's what the lease drivers was telling us. Like, yeah, man, I'm over here at Amerifield. I'm making $5,000 a week, and then I don't know what happened. I came home. I went back out there, and that like the sign wasn't on the building no more. All these trucks was back at the yard. There wasn't no drivers no more, and the freaking whole area was fixed up, chained up, everything. I said, man, what happened to those lease drivers, man? I thought they were making 5,000 a week. I thought leasing was the best thing. They said, nah, man, we had a business over here, man. It was all a hoax. I was like, really? Man, that's a damn shame, man. It was all a hoax the whole time. So, oh, and they kept your last check too. And they kept your escrow. Damn, they just damn. And they kept your lease truck. That's a damn shame. So, yeah, Merrifield, that's the best lease in the oil field. But they out of business, unfortunately. So, you know, that's the one everybody wanted to. But other than that, I don't think the lease program it don't really exist in the oil field. You gotta do the traditional finance. You gotta go get your own stuff. Go get your own equipment. Pay cash, save up, put a down payment. You gotta do that. Who's hiring pneumatic in the oil field? Uh, I will go on Craigslist, transportation section. A lot of carriers on now. That's where they advertise. Okay, I got a question. What do you mean out the rat race? That's a good question. You'll find out after November 5th. If you live where you're doing, but let me go back. So what the rat race is like when you just got all these deductions, nonstop deductions that's just keeping you in the truck. Like every week, you just got all these damn deductions, and there's really no way out of it unless you got to find your own way out. That's why it's called the rat race. It's like the wheel spinning, the deductions is nonstop. The $800 truck note is every week. There's no end to it. It's the rat race. So once you find your own way to escape that rat wheel, then you're no longer in the rat race, and you get to watch the wheel turn with everybody else on it. So, yes, I got one foot off the wheel right now. I'm finna have the other foot off on November 5th. That's all I'm saying. Independent, you'll see, ain't no going back. I'm at, somebody jamming. I'm at Olive Branch, Mississippi, flying J, heading home shortly. Hey, JPTV, what you at? You at the Flying J? Across the street from the Flying J, as my man, do he still got that parking lot where he charged the truck drivers like $10 to $20 to park over there? Is he still over there making bank? I ain't been over there. I ain't seen dude place in about 4 years. He still over there across the street making bank? And do we have a mansion built yet? I'm so interested in the match truck. Could you tell me who to contact? I may tell you after November 5th. Yeah, after November 5th. And I'll tell you all about that truck and trailer. You know, all of that stuff need work though, the truck and the trailer. Just like my trailer need work, Maybe a little bit of work, maybe a lot of work. I don't know. Have you on authority? Let's see. Somebody tricking off the money. Hold on. If you live what you're doing now, what would you do? Reefer, anchor, or power only? Oh, you mean if I was running my flat top here in Nashville? I could do power only. I could do Amazon. It all depends. It just depends who paying. I can go get a trailer. You know, just depends on who's paying. Connecticut in the house, man. I need to take a vacation up there. I ain't never been up there. Is there a difference between the oil field, West Texas versus South Texas? Yeah, South Texas is gonna be like San Antonio area. So West Texas is gonna be like Odessa, Midland, and New Mexico. So if you want to be like more in the city, like you're not gonna work in the city, you're gonna work outside the city of San Antonio. But like when you take your break, you can like go back to the yard, which is gonna be somewhere near San Antonio. There, you can go and enjoy the city. So you got San Antonio, Louisiana, and Houston. You can go enjoy any of those cities. But if you up there in Odessa, Midland is just a small town. Still got everything any other town got. It's just small. You ain't nervous about being independent with your own authority? Absolutely not. And the reason for it is, when you got your own truck and trailer, I mean, like the carrier, they don't help me with anything. Like I got to pay everything. Basically, I pay the insurance. I got to pay when the truck break. I'm paying for it. When the trailer break, I'm paying for it. And instead of getting 100%, I get 80%. So it's like, you start looking at the deductions. It's like, okay, I'm paying $269 a week for insurance, which That's my only deduction. But if you do 269 times 52 weeks, that's 14,000. But Progressive over here, they only want 9,000. So it's like, let me just pay this 9,000 over here. That comes out to like $150 a week, I guess, for 52 weeks. So, you know, it's like I still got to pay for the license plate for the truck and trailer. I still got to pay the registration. I got to pay the IFTA. I got to pay everything. So why not? Why not? The only thing the carrier provides is a fuel card. And I guess, like, the work. That's it. Just the fuel card and the work. That's it. That's pretty much it. I'm just starting out. Should I go to Western Express or Frey Miller? I'm thinking about Frey Miller. I don't know much about neither one of them, but whatever's closer by your house, that's who I would go to. So whichever carrier is the closest, that's the one I would try. If neither is the closest, then I would just find which mega carrier is the closest, just to get my 1 year experience. Yeah, whoever's the closest to your house, that's who I would go to. Is the oil industry still booming in North Dakota? I never been up there. I have no idea. So Cal says, get that money. Congratulations on the trailer. Let's see. I have a Freightliner, sport chassis, and a 53-foot step deck. I can haul 3 to 4 small campers. Only problem I have is that it gets hard sometimes to get a reload. Yeah, somebody else told me that. A mechanic said that once. So I know what kind of campers you hauling in. Where you taking them campers? Are you going out west towards Oregon with them? I didn't realize that 9K you was talking about for insurance was just Tennessee. Each state is different when it comes to insurance for your authority. There's a guy in MD paying over 2K a month. Um, mm, yeah, they wouldn't. I wouldn't be paying 2,000 a month. If I was that guy, I would have like been calling around to get the price cheaper. Yeah, 2K a month is insane. It's insane. Unless you got a bad driving record, then that's just what they gotta pay. But you know, some carriers try to still pay you 82%, 85% with your own authority in the oil field. Right? Yeah, because to work directly with the customer, you're gonna have to have a fleet. Yeah. The highest I seen with your own authority in the oil field is 90%. There are customers that you look. There's customers in the oil field that'll pay you 100%, and I'm gonna tell you how to find them. When you're working with these carriers, some of them use apps on the phone. Okay, so they use the app on the phone, and the app dispatch you. And I'm not talking about 5F. I'm not talking about that standby situation, but that's an example though. I think that's 97%. But whoever controls that app, you can get your carrier signed onto that app and get 100%. There you go, like automatize. Okay, so that's an example right there. So if you go to I think it's automatize.com. I think that's their website, automatize.com. Go to carriers. It should show you where you can apply to join that app, and all you gotta have is the insurance requirements, and there you go, right there. That's 100%. You only need one truck, one trailer. So and it's a lot of apps out there in the oil field. So that's how you can get 100% in the oil field without having a fleet. So, and that's one reason I got quoted for the $2 million policy. It was for automatized. So, you know, I got a customer in the house for, but they require more insurance. Yeah, they're gonna require that $2 million policy. Uh-huh. So, depending on how much the $2 million policy is, depends on if it's worth it or not. My $2 million policy, they wanted they wanted 15,000. Damn, what did I press? How did I do that? Oh well, let's sit that over there. I rushed into buying a truck and didn't have maintenance funds. Should I go back OTR to save? Payment is $1,200 a month. Yeah, you're gonna have to part the truck. Part the truck. You're gonna have to go company, and yeah, you gotta go company and save up however much money you need for me. Is the truck broke down? What's wrong with the truck? If it's broke down, then yeah, you got to go company or something to get the money up while you pay down that $1,200 a month. My 99 FLD getting out the shop. Just pay the insurance to activate my authority. Still need to get my New York cut and IFTA working, and then jumping into my truck. No trailer as of yet, but working. Hey, shoot. Get the money, man. I just signed up for my monthly carrier account Friday. I just signed up. They changed the rules too here in Tennessee. Um, the first time I tried to get a motor carrier account, I couldn't do it because my addresses on my license and all that stuff that they were requiring, I didn't have proof of residency. They changed the requirements. Now you still need three proofs of your address. You still gotta like have three proofs of that. So one of the proofs I used was my driver license. Okay, um, instead of the address having to match the same as the business address, you just need a license in Tennessee. So they changed it. At first, a couple of months ago, it had to match the business address. Now it just got to be out of Tennessee. So I used that. I used my voter ID, which I just got a couple of months ago in the mail. Then I used my bank statements. I submitted all that Friday, so Monday I should know if they gonna open the damn account or not. If they open the account, I can get plates and then continue moving. Let's see. Have plans that will help many families. 14 years OTR. That's a lot. I go to California and Seattle, Washington a lot because they are the best rates. Yeah, you must be the camper hauler, huh? Yeah, that's why all the camper haulers seem to be going up there in the West. That's what the mechanic had told me. Let's see. My cousin lives in Los Angeles at that time. Oh, okay, you spotted him. If you had a chance to go back in time, what would you have done different back then in trucking? If I would have went back in trucking, let's see, I would have got a cheaper truck faster, skipped the lease program. I still would have been a company driver, at night transportation. You got to get the experience. But remember when I was at night transportation and I saved up like 10 to 15,000? That was flat out in there. Yeah, I should have bought a truck with that money. Which I was trying to do. Is just my dumb ass I went down to one of these dealerships, MAC, tried to buy a 386 Peterbilt, got denied for that, and then jumped in some lease program. Yeah, I should have just took that money and went and got me an old truck. And then got me an old trailer. I should have just did things faster. The same thing I did, but just faster. Just skip the lease program, leave that to everybody else. But let me go over here get this old truck, to learn the game faster. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would have did different. Yeah. Go skip the lease program. Yeah, get off the rack. Hey, I should have never jumped into the rat race. I was already free when I had the money. You know what I'm saying? I saved up the money as a company driver. I just didn't know what to do with the money. I didn't have the people around and be like, yeah, man, you need to take that money and go buy a freaking a cash truck. I didn't even know nothing about buying a truck cash. I knew I needed a truck, but the dealership said not today. So when they told me not today, I was like, well, damn, let me go over here and pay Pippin for a whole year. $274,000 for the Pro Store. I would have still been paying Pippin a day. Good God, that was back in 2016. I would have still been. We in 2021. I would have still probably owed Pippin about $100,000 more dollars. Hey, let's see how much insurance do automatize require? 2 million. They got some other requirements in there too. You just gotta go on their website and read it. What are you asking? All three questions. People hit the like button. Besides saving money, what's the benefit of having your own authority over using a carrier's insurance? Some carriers they got cheaper insurance. If you like with a mega carrier, they probably only charge you like $100 a week, $98 a week, something cheap. But the difference is number one, you got the freedom. Number two, I can haul for the same carrier you hauling for. Like if you had night transportation, I can haul for them, power only, or I can get on their low board and haul their freight too. So I can work with all the carriers, So it's just more work. I got more work. I'm the dispatcher. Instead of dispatcher telling me that, hey man, I'm telling the dispatcher, hey, I'm down here in Texas. Man, damn, we only got this. We only got one load, man. Where's it going? New York. Wait a minute. I'm in Houston, Texas, and the only thing coming out of Houston is a load going to New York. That's all we got, man. You gonna take this because you're in these programs, so you got. Hey, man, if you don't take this, you're gonna be in the hole. So, whether you going to New York or not, yeah. So you can avoid all that BS, keeping you on the right, the right wheel. Let's see. Buy your setup cash and get your own authority. I want to lease on a sandbox company, but how do I get my own plates, bro? How do you get your own license plates? That's a good question. I'm learning myself, so I really can't tell you. It's gonna be different. How I get my plates is gonna be different than you. When I was leased onto a carrier, I never got my own plates on my own, so that way I don't know how to do it. But with the authority, I'm opening up a motor carrier account, and I got to learn that way. So it's my first time doing this, so I really don't know. You gotta watch a video on YouTube on it. CG, you was doing a lot of moving and grooving with the lease truck you had. Hell yeah, man, shit. Oh man, I still remember that damn truck. That damn truck never broke down. All I did was change the oil in the damn truck. I took that truck all over the universe, all over the United States with that damn lease truck. Thank God that police pulled me over when he did, boy, because I'll still be in the lease program today. If y'all want to know how I got out the lease program, I got pulled over and I didn't have no logbook. So what happened? I didn't have no logbook for the whole week. I didn't have no logbook for the whole week. So they wrote me up for all 7 days. When they wrote me up, the carrier had fired me. And y'all know with quality, they had like a list of companies that you could take their lease truck to. So I called a bunch of carriers and they was like, "Hey man, your PSP score is too high, man." So I didn't have no choice but to give it up. Hey man, quality. They came all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana, to this house right here. My lease truck was parked behind me, and they knocked on the front door on 4th of July, and they said, "Hey man, you ain't made no payment in 2 months, man. Where the keys at?" And I gave them the keys, and I never seen the truck again. So that's how I got out the lease program. So thank God that's what happened. Cause if it didn't, shit, still been out there slaving. You know how it go. But that's how I got out. When I got out, I went to the oil field. And like I said, the lease program went in the oil field. Either you a company driver or you went and got your shit on your own. So that's the only two options you had in the oil field. And me, I went and got my shit on my own. So Andrew, thanks for the info about Illinois. I checked some of the companies. Job starting at 85 cents a mile. Just need my 1 year experience. Damn, you finna get it like that at 1 year experience? Hey, you gotta get it. Gotta get it. I didn't have that option when I when I had my 1 year experience. That wasn't no option for me, like it is for y'all now. West Texas pay more than South Texas. I wouldn't say that. The rates are pretty much, well, the only difference between West Texas and South Texas is the customers. So in West Texas, you got like Walmart, Target, and down there in South Texas, you got freaking Best Buy and whatever else big ass facility down there. So it's just different customers. That's all. I had two accidents, but you still pay cash for a truck. I found a truck, $10,000. I only had 20 my first year. Oh, you can. What kind of truck is it? I mean, you can get the truck, park it. You said you got two accidents. When does that fall off your record? I had my own place twice. You get them at the DMV when you do your IP registration. Probably costs 18 to 22 to run off at the states. Yep. I'm hoping mine costs like 1600, but I don't know yet. If leasing on to get taxed, gotta have the lease agreement 2290 and personal property tax paid, at least in Arkansas. This is my first year. Um, I mean, you can always, buy the truck and park it, fix it up as you working your company job. As long as the truck paid for, it ain't going nowhere. Just park it in the driveway. As far as the accidents, I mean, they still gonna be on your record no matter what. Um, Maybe they'll fall off over time, maybe they won't, but don't let I wouldn't let the record stop you. Plus it's only $10,000 too. You ain't talking about, Andrew, can I get a truck for 150,000? That's a big difference from 10,000. And it's Columbia. What they got, a 60 series? Yeah, that's something you can buy, park, get the engine rebuilt over time, you know. Let's see if I missed anybody. My buddy just went to Four Ways Cargo. Let's see. Oh, didn't miss anybody. Nah, we didn't miss anybody at all. When am I going back to work? When airplane tickets is cheap. When airplane tickets is cheap. Today is $1,000. I'm not coming out of my pocket $1,000. Yep. Andrew is the truck out. Best for buying a truck. Once upon a time it was. I don't know about now. Once upon a time it was, but shit. Nowadays, the last two auctions I looked at, they didn't even have trucks that was '07 and older, so they only had new shit. A bunch of like Freightliner Cascadias. That's all they had, though. So I don't know, but you can find when you got cash though, you can find a deal anywhere. If I was looking for a truck, I know how to find one. At any part of the month, I can find me one. One of my subscribers got a truck yesterday, 6,500. It was a 19, I think it was a 1995 with a 3406B cat engine with an overhaul on it. So, hey, when you got cash, it's a deal waiting somewhere. If I took a month off with your carrier, blow up your phone. No, not at all. Not at all. I just took off like 2.5 weeks. I didn't get a text message. You know. But that's because I don't owe the carrier nothing. Like I'm not paying for their trucks and all of that stuff. I don't like the only way they make money off of me is the small 20% that I got to pay when I run loads. So, they rather focus on like company drivers and, how they actually make their money. Me, I'm just a small fish on the wheel at the carrier at this point. How important is trucking info? It's very important. That trucking info, asking questions, talking to drivers. When you start asking, especially when you start asking experienced drivers how to get ahead. I did a phone call with a popular YouTuber back in the day. This was a very popular YouTuber back in the day. Okay, he told me not to tell y'all who he was though. I called him recently and I said, "Hey man, so yeah, this is my situation. Got my own truck trailer. How can I get ahead at this point?" And he told me what it was, and yeah, cool, yeah, okay. So ask some questions. Don't just be leasing the truck and just holding the steering wheel. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's just a rat race. You just on the circle, it's just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. You know. And keep in mind, the lease is only bad for the person driving the truck. It's not bad for the people that's not driving the truck. It's only bad for the people behind the driver's seat. So keep that in mind too, because you know, I'm just saying, just in case I decide, hey man, you got a couple of lease trucks, 2040 spaceships. Yeah, come hop in and hey Andrew, how much you paying? 15 cents. Nah, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I'm not gonna pay you 15 cents a mile. I probably pay you 10. All right. Chasing Mr. Hamilton. No, that's not. I talk to Chasing Mr. Hamilton all the time, but no, Chasing Mr. Hamilton. That's a guy that make videos now. I'm talking about way back in the day. Let me go back up. Let's see. 90% of people you ask for knowledge won't give you the time of day. Hard to find that person. Uh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I would say, man, in the trucking world, it's hard to find people that own a truck, own a trailer, got the authority. That type of stuff is hard to find. Most truck drivers are in the same position as everybody else. We were all better learn the truck auction game. What credit score do I need for what? SoCal says, thanks for telling it like it is. Trying to help whoever wanna hear the advice, cause man, I'm trying to think how life would be right now if I was working as a company driver. Whole video from the comment, I'd be behind the wheel somewhere driving on some. That is not what it is. You know, that type of stuff is good to do in the beginning of your career because you get to see all of the United States. You're not gonna be bored out. But once you get experience, you 5 6 years in the game, and you talking about, man, I'm finna get behind this wheel over here. This maybe find you a shortcut, man. You need to jump with the Russians, get your 77 miles or something, man, something, because you're gonna hate trucking out that way. If you're in the same position for a long period of time, you're gonna hate trucking. I quit OTR 3 months, and I couldn't do it. Yeah, I quit OTR trucking back in 2016. That's when I quit OTR trucking. Ever since then, the closest I came to OTR trucking was when I was working at QC, but that was just out and back. I was always coming back to wherever I started from. So that was more. I wouldn't even say that was regional because it was just go out, deliver, and come back to the terminal. Like it wasn't no go out and pick up another load and pick up another. No, it was pick up the load in Memphis, go deliver it somewhere in whatever state, and come back empty. So you know, except when I hit a load board, I worked a load board for a little bit, just to see what kind of money that was. I guess that was OTR. I went from like Missouri down to Laredo, Texas, back to Memphis. I think I did some Ohio runs or something. Where is Kylie in the truck? Oh, you missed it, man. That truck long gone. That truck, the dealership took that truck from him. Yeah, the dealership, they handled that. Yeah, the dealership, I think he was at the international dealership. They took that truck from him. Show your future. Yeah. That's definitely true. Because what I was thinking about is I paid this 9,000 to Progressive, right? Let's just say, because I'm gonna get the 9,000 before the year even ends. Okay, I'm gonna pay them. I'm gonna give them all their money so I can write it off this year, right? So next year, all I gotta pay is for fuel. Okay, and I don't have any incentive to like work hard or be in some type of rush of doing the thing. I got all this freedom. I can work whenever I want to. The only thing I got to worry about is like breakdowns and stuff like that. Other than that, if I want to take off like 2, 3 months like HTA, I know where to park the truck and trailer. I got a storage facility out there in Texas. Park it right there. Pay them 100 a month. However we need to do, get put some new batteries in, fire it up, and just keep it pushing. So or I could just bring everything here and work around here. So that's an option also, because I got the authority. So whatever happened to the guy that bought the truck from Long Mountain? Who Cali? Yeah, they took their truck. Yeah, they took their truck. Yep. hmm I'm still thinking about taking off December. I may work all the way to Thanksgiving, and then I may take my truck to the secret shop, drop it off there for the whole month of December, let them look over it, tighten up the engine, that type of stuff. That may be what I do in December. I'm not sure yet. Tell Kyler the Mac is still waiting on him at the yard. Hey, I told him, but I told him about the truck. I told him about the trailer. I told him, Callie told me he going to lease a truck at some Russian carrier. So hey, he said they were making 5,000 a week over there. So hey, hey, if they making 5,000 a week, don't let me stop you from the money. I don't want to stop no lease driver from making a $5,000 a week with the Russians. Okay, don't let me stop the money. But when you're done with the lease program, come back to Andrew, and we gon' now the mat truck ain't gonna be there, okay? But we gonna see what other option is available for owning some shit, okay? When you're done with the lease, okay? And we still got the options. Now that's every month. That's every month, okay? So now may not be the time to own a truck. It's gonna be winter time. At least it may be it may be the lick. Run your money up. Buddy. Ain't gonna be for everybody. Shoot. They break down and lose everything. Break down, gotta leave the truck on the side of the road or some shit. You know, never know. Money, so if anything happens, it doesn't even matter. Cause I mean, when you like me, you just paying a fuel bill, and you know. But I don't want to get too excited. Now I will celebrate after November 5th, because until November 5th comes and passes, shit could still go left. Okay, so but every day it draws closer to November 5th. You know, like I said, Andrew starts to step off the rat wheel, okay? Yep. But I can't pay my insurance until after November 5th, okay? Then when November 5th comes, I'll do a video. That's because it's only Friday. I'll do a video and let y'all know it's up or either it's down. It's gonna be one or the other, okay? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, we got people can hey, you never know. People got time to stop what's going on. They can put a stop to it somehow. Yeah, so did I buy the mat truck? Nah, I didn't buy the mat truck. I called my mechanic. My mechanic said he don't work on mats, so you know. Yeah, if my mechanic told me that, hey Andrew, I rebuild mat trucks, I would have already hit the truck. But my mechanic don't work on mats. He's not. He's only certified in CAT, Detroit, and Mercedes. That's the three certifications he got from Freightliner. He's a master mechanic that retired. He was working with Freightliner for over 30 years. He retired, got his own shop, and instead of charging people $5 for overhauls, He just charged you something cheap. He just charged, hey, $3,000 for labor. You buy the parts, on your own. So, I like people like that. So that's why I don't have a truck. But see, somebody like Cali who work up there with the Russians, up there in Chicago, Illinois, all them Russians, they use Volvos, Volvos with them D13 engines. So he should have some type of connection up there that work on like rebuilt them Volvo engines or them Mac engines because Volvo and Mac go together. So that's why that situation should have been good for him. But you know, most shops don't work on mats. It's a special beast. Right? Yeah. Yeah, because I wouldn't buy the Mac truck and be trying to like go to some dealership and get work done that way. That's not something I would do. Am I gonna sign on lease operators? Oh, I can, but at the moment, probably not. Cause if you're a lease owner operator signing on to me, the only thing you could possibly do with me is power only. You know, cause I don't have no trailers for you to rent. I gotta go down and get a account down at up the street here. We got, I think it's Fleetco. They lease out drive-ins. I don't know what the requirement is as a motor carrier to like for me to like rent trailers for them to get to you. I have no idea, but as of right now, there's not much I could do. Maybe in the future though. What's your opinion on the 60 Series 14 liter? Um, I drove one. I blew the motor in it. But yeah, yeah, I blew the motor in it back in 2017. Man, if you go on YouTube, that was what was the videos called? Long nose problems. Y'all remember that? The long nose problems. Yeah, I drove a 14 liter, 13 speed Freightliner Classic back in 2017. Them videos are still on YouTube. It was just like the Mercedes Benz engine. They ran and the motor blew around 750,000. And then after that, I jumped in the Cummins ISS. The motor blew in that. It threw a rod through that at about 750,000. And then of course my Mercedes that blew up too at 750,000. So the Cummins, the 14 liter Detroit, and the Mercedes, they all blew up exactly around 750,000 miles. Okay, so you know, I drove all three. The strongest out of all of them three was the Cummins. Yeah, the Cummins was the strongest. I would say the 14 liter Detroit and the Mercedes, they both drove the same. Obviously the 14 liter, it was just stock. It wasn't no tunes or no big turbo or nothing like that onto it. So it was stock. But yeah, the Cummins, they had the most power. It was deleted too, so you already know. Yep, long those problems. JPTV, I may get a second truck. Hey, if I come, look, if I come, now JP, we talked about this. Let me come around a 9900. I mean, not a 9900. A 1999 or older truck. The way the DOT do the law books for people with authority. Let me come across a 99 and older truck. Boy, ooh, we. And I know how they do the laws with the people with the authority. What? Oh, man, we don't be trucking and banking. What? I just leave the Mercedes out there in the oil field. I bring in 1999 old truck. I sit it right here. When I'm done with, hey, I leave that truck out there in the oil field. And when I want to work in the oil field, I fly out there and work the oil field. When I want to come here and live a normal life, I ride that 1999 blow black smoke all over Tennessee because we don't even have emissions controls around here. So yeah, I blow all that smoke all over the place. Yeah, I ain't got to hook up the ELD to the truck. What? Oh man. And then Progressive said I can add the truck over to any time. Hey, did y'all hear the phone call? If I get a second truck, I can add it on right now. Oh my God, what? What? I said, man, how much is what's gonna happen with the insurance if you add a second truck? Nothing. Let me come across, and then they cheap too. Let me come across that 6,500 Freightliners, y'all. Them $5,000 trucks that y'all be getting with them M14s and them $6,500 trucks with them 3406B. Let me come across any of them two deals and watch what's gonna happen, boy. Watch what's gonna happen. And the secret shop rebuilt both of those, so you already know. The money is in the trailer right now. Yeah, them drive ins and reefers are through the roof. Yeah, we can't get that right now. That's through the roof. We just got to hold off on that. 12.72 week to Holland oil field. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with the 12.7. The truck I got right now is a 12.8. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Did I skip some comments? Let me scroll back up. You had two mats. They was hard to find a good shop. I lost my last Mac in 2019 because I didn't have the Migos. Hey, I got a Mercedes and don't nobody work on it but my secret shop. So, like, that's the only people I know that actually work on the inside of that motor is my secret shop. Other than that, Migos will work on the truck, but they only work on the outside of the truck. The inside of the engine, that right there is for the secret shop. So, if I broke down in Texas, I don't know anybody who can work on the inside of that motor. Other than, of course, the dealership. The dealership could do anything for $200 an hour. You know how that go. Bateman, nah, they don't work on the inside of motors, not that I know of. Just the outside. Laymo Andrew said, "What's the logbook? Bro, I can find those trucks for you right now. I'm going to send it to your phone." I forgot they out there in California, ain't they? That's where they all at. That's where all them trucks hiding at. Yeah, that's where they all hiding at. They on Facebook Marketplace, ain't they? I need to check on that. How many miles? Oh, that's somebody else. Somebody got a tax credit matching programs. I have no idea. I still have more 14-liter going strong after 10 years. 10 years with the 14-liter still making money. Look at that. The dealership can't ever fix nothing right. I'm scared to take it. Hey, I thought, look, remember when the flat top broke down in the oil field? It had that, I hit a patch of water. And was it the fan wasn't coming on or something? Something was going on with the airlines or the fan or something like that. I thought I had to take that truck to the dealership. Boy, I was finna be sick. I pulled up to that dealership right now. I started looking at the building. I'm like, damn, this cannot be the only option, boy. I said, this can't be the only, especially when Migo said hey, we can't figure it out. I said, damn. I got to go in here and pay these fools to touch my damn truck at $200 an hour, knowing they're gonna have to pay that damn diagnostic fee. I said, let me get on this phone and hit up the old school drivers. Old school said, hey, got a mechanic over here, man. Yeah, he can solve your problem, man. I took that truck over there, solved just like that with me. Got back in business, boy, back in business. Yep. Then I was on my way home for my birthday. Pulled out the freaking hotel, heading towards the airport, and the clutch went out on me. The clutch and the transmission, all this shit went out on the side of the road. I said, damn. I left the truck and trailer right there on the side of the road. I went to the airport. I called Uber because I already had my damn plane ticket. I said, fuck all this, man. I ain't trying to deal with this right now, man. I got all the way to the airport, was finna get on the airplane. I was finna get on the airplane. Migos called. They said, hey, man, come back to the truck, man. Don't leave the truck on the side of the road, man. I got you, man. I got you, man. I got the freaking tow truck hookup. I said, you got the hookup on the tow truck? Man, I got them called Uber, went right back to the truck on the side of the road. Migo called the special. Yeah, Migo got the hookup on the regular truck. Y'all know I ain't pay shit for you. Migo came, hooked up to it. Nah, wait a minute, hold on. I still paid for the record, just not what y'all would pay. It was only $300 at first. It was only $300 at first because we was just gonna tow the truck. But when I told them I had to tow the trailer too, they bumped it up to about I think it was 450, 500 somewhere right in there, whatever the case was. They towed it to Migo Yard, and I got back on the plane. I had to catch a later flight, and then Migos worked on that. He put me a brand new clutch in. He fixed the transmission. While we're gone, I came back. Everything was good. So Danny said he did a overhaul 2 years going to 14 liter, and I would not trade in for any truck. I wouldn't trade in either. Yeah, I wouldn't trade in. I know somebody else. The guy that gave me the secret shop contact information. I think he had his 14 liter for at least 6 years. I want to say at least 6 years at the minimum, or maybe more than that. Yeah, it's more than that. Probably like 10. Yeah, he didn't have that truck a long time. Yeah, cause I never thought my truck would have to be towed in no damn oil field. Like I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Nothing. And man, like I said, I pulled out that hotel room. As soon as I pulled out, it wasn't even going to get no more. Like I hear the coast off the side of the road. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like no warning, nothing. Clutch just gone, just like that. Yep. You pay 8,500 for the overhaul. Uh-huh. I got a shop right now in Atlanta. I got a shop in Atlanta that overhaul Detroit 60 series engines for 8,500 too. Well, they not in Atlanta. They like right below Atlanta, like down south. Probably like 30 minutes from Atlanta. Black Heavyweight Jackson, you are an inspiration to all the gravers. I wish you the best in everything you do. That's what's up. That's a steal on the overall price. No, 8,500. No, that's not a steal. That's the normal price. That's the normal price outside the dealership. See, at the dealership, that's where you get that $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 bill. When you go to people outside, see, this is how I think the dealership work. Okay, like with my mechanic. Okay, my mechanic, they start at Freightliner. They work there, they retire. Okay, they get all their certifications. They got their certifications in whatever engine, cat, Detroit, Mercedes. They get their certifications. They work there. They retire. When they retire, they go get their own shit. They get their own shop. They get their own employees, their own tools, and they charge whatever they want. And it ain't $40,000 to $50,000. For what? For what? That man said, yeah, man, we can overhaul your Mercedes. $3,500. I said, good God. $3,500. Not just the Mercedes. I'm talking about the Mercedes, the Detroit, the cat. I think he wanted a little bit more for the cat, but not too much more, okay? But still though. And it ain't just his shop. It's his shop. It's another shop. Well, nah, because Mr. Fields in Memphis, I think he up to 12,000 now. It's a shop in Atlanta, they still 8,500. So it's other shops you just gotta call around and ask the independent people. Let's see. Is the lease rolls tearing up your truck? Not at all. That's a steal on the overhaul price. How the oil field rolls look. How does the oil field rolls look in Texas? I mean, if you in Midland, they just regular dirt roads. If you in New Mexico, that's different. Yeah, New Mexico, that's different. The roads are gonna be rougher in New Mexico. I wouldn't work in New Mexico though, man. I wouldn't. I did the New Mexico stuff. I wouldn't do it no more. It's just too dangerous. Too dangerous. Too many cars. Too many trucks. Too many new people. It's only a 2-lane road all through there. But if you in Midland though, yeah, it's like you damn near it's like you hauling sand in somebody's backyard or something. So, everything is real close to the main road. New Mexico, you gonna have to like get out there in the desert, drive 20 miles, and just, man, I don't do that no more. It's hot as hell up in here. Crack this door a little bit. There you go. I got my key over. Give me a second. Do I got the key to the car? Nope. Must be in the house. That's alright. That's alright. Who's winning the Titans game? I didn't realize I'm on this motherfucker for a whole hour. You said Midland is more dangerous. More dangerous than New Mexico? Oh, you talking about the interstate? The interstate, I guess the interstate could be dangerous. Yeah, that's because they doing construction though. Hey, what's the score on the Titans game? Somebody look that up right quick. Is the Titans? Are we still in the lead with the Colts? They tied up. Goddamn. What quarter? How much time left? Tied up. Shit. Do I need to run it now? $31-31. What quarter? And how much time? I got 50K seconds. How many seconds? It's 31 seconds? Nah. How many seconds left? It sounds like we about to evacuate the ship. 22 seconds. Well, yeah, we finna evacuate the ship. I'm finna go in here. I'm missing everything. Huh? Okay, well, y'all have a happy Halloween, and hopefully the Titans get it. We finna go in here and find out. Yeah, I'll pray for us now.